My house, her mama house, Big Mama in them house.
It's layers with cheese and sauce and
I like the little parsley leaves.
More baked spaghetti. My name is Chef Millie.
my name is Jeremy Armstrong.
My name's Lisa, last name Campbell.
Originally from California, Modesto, California.
I grew up in Arizona. I'm from Tucson. I've been living in the Valley, Phoenix since 2001. So I've been here for quite a while.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Been in Arizona for going on 16 years. I'm Black and Mexican, so always like to put a little bit of soul to my food, just cooking with good spirits, good vibes. I like to add flavors and kind of combine those two cultures together and create something new.
My cooking vibe is Southern soul food. I'm talking your mama house, her mama house, Big Mama in them house, Granny Young, okay? This is Southern soul food.
What inspired my spaghetti was I have a lot of different cooking flavors and styles that I like to work with. So I like to add spicy, kind of Spanish Mexican to Southern spicy Cajun type flavoring, and then all blended into the Italian flavor of spaghetti. So that's kind of what inspired me, and then I just like cooking for like my kids, but also my friends that say that my food is really good.
What inspired my recipe today was just basically cooking for my kids at home. I have 4 boys at home, and spaghetti is like a staple in our house. We cook on the regular. They love it, I love it, my wife loves it. So this is something that we just kind of do on a regular at our house, and this is kind of what I'm bringing for the competition today. My spaghetti slaps harder than the rest because I am a chef by trade. I've been cooking for almost 20 years now, so I definitely know how to develop flavors and flavor profiles and kind of build on top of each other. So what makes mine slap is just putting my love into it, cooking mostly everything from scratch. On this particular recipe, adding seasonings to it. This particular one, I do add, it's a baked spaghetti, so it's layers with cheese and sauce, and I added, there's 4 different types of cheeses in here. Boursin cheese is kind of my secret in this. Kind of gives it a little bit of a different flavor profile that I don't think that anybody has really ever tasted, or especially in this competition. So that's what kind of sets mine apart.
What makes my spaghetti slap is that it's love built into this sauce. So, and like I said before, I left my bread and butter at home. So whatever they tasted, it don't got the bread and butter, okay? But this Big Mama house, okay?
I have a few special ingredients that I just added to my spaghetti over the years of cooking. What makes it slap harder is just the fact that it has special ingredients that nobody ever adds to spaghetti. So.
My spaghetti is going to win just because I put love and soul to it. I usually make it from scratch, so that's probably the main thing that I do. I do use like a thicker quality noodle. I don't like to buy like the store brand noodles. I try to get a little bit of like the handmade stuff. And then also I put Boursin cheese in mine, which is different than what most people would consider. There is 5 different cheeses in here as well. So I think that's something that will set my dish apart. Cool. All right. Well, coming up as a chef, and especially with my family, people always was thinking I'm judging their plates whenever they bring dishes and in family function and all that. So this is actually a time that I'm actually going to judge it. So presentation, I like the presentation. Looks like a good classic spaghetti dish. I like Parmesan cheese and all that, little parsley in there. So presentation looks good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for presentation. Smells pretty good actually. Aroma's kind of kicking off in there. Definitely, yep, I definitely get I could smell the meat in there and the seasons and all that. So it should be seasoned well when I taste it. So I'll give that a 9 out of 10 as far as the smell and aroma. Now let's go for the taste. Not bad. I'll give it I would consider this like a nice classic spaghetti dish. Like I wouldn't say anything's like popping out to me. It could use a little bit, maybe a little bit more like flavor, I guess I would say. Like it just seems like it's just like a little bit kind of basic with the like marinara and Parmesan cheese is kind of strong in there, but I just want a little bit more like flavor, like more Italian seasoning, maybe a little bit more spice to it as well. It might be a little bit. One thing I don't like is maybe a little bit on this. I get a little sweetness to it. Some people do add like sugar or something to their spaghetti, but it does. Maybe it's Italian sausage or something that's in there that makes it a little bit on the sweeter end. So that's one thing that I personally just don't really care for, is like the sweeter end of the spaghetti. So that would be the one criticism. Taste, I would give it like, but it's good. Like this, everything else it's not debating my spaghetti. My spaghetti definitely slaps way harder than this. But that's just me being me. Taste wise, I would give it I'll say it's like average. I'll say it's like 7 out of 10 for the taste wise.
Thank you. All right. Smell. I'd give it a 7. The presentation is definitely a 9. I like the little parsley leaves. Okay, let's see here. Noodles are cooked perfectly. A bit too sweet for my taste. I don't really like sweet spaghetti because it gives off kind of like a SpaghettiOs vibe to it. Also, the big chunks of tomatoes, I do like that. And the fact that the noodles aren't too soggy. It's a 7 just because it kind of tastes like SpaghettiOs that's been dolled up with fresh ingredients.
I'm from the hood, so we didn't have some spaghetti that was ugly that slapped. So presentation wise, it look a little dry, but it probably can shock me. So we'll see. It's not bad. It needs some work though. It needs some work. The cheese, I taste more of the cheese. Like the cheese is popping like it's the main ingredient, and it shouldn't be. And it tastes like the pan was burnt. So like you caught it before it even kept that taste, but I taste it, and that's just the cooking me. I give it a 3. It needs a little more sauce. Presentation wise, don't know how serious they are as being a chef, but it's always room to grow. You're never too big to grow. And I love watching cooking shows and stuff like that to better my plate. Chef to Chef, go on YouTube and look into those just techniques and stuff like that, and just chefs that just plate and just practice on that. But other than that, I would give it a 3 though, because it do taste like it's kind of burnt. Like you caught it just in time to where like you didn't have to toss it. But I'm gonna tell you a trick though. If you ever get to that point to where like you can't afford to toss it, you should have made some more sauce, and you could have blended this and add a pinch of sugar, and I wouldn't have been able to tell.
So, presentation-wise, it's kind of subpar. It doesn't look like too appetizing. It looks a little bit on the drier end for my liking. So, presentation-wise, I would give it like maybe a 4 on presentation. Smell as well. I don't really get too many strong aromas. It smells like maybe a little bit on like I get peppers, like sweet peppers. Bell peppers is a little bit on the strong end on that. It's not really too flavorful. Maybe, yeah. Smell wise, I'll probably say like a 4 or 5 on the smell wise. Now this is judged because sometimes you really can't judge things until you actually taste it. So it could be bomb. Let's see. Taste, honestly, the taste kind of goes with the presentation and the smell. It's not much to it. It's not much flavor. Like they didn't build flavors. I don't really get too much seasoning. I just get something that is making a little bit off as well. I'm not quite sure what it is, but the meat's a little bit on the drier end. Like maybe even something got burnt or overcooked maybe. I'll probably give it like about a 4 overall. It's not really doing it for me personally. It's not slapping for me.
Okay. More baked spaghetti. Presentation is good. They love their job. It looked like it'll probably hit. Okay. Presentation wise, they serious. Adding the ricotta cheese was good, but it's salty. It was very salty. But it's good. That salt. Good spaghetti though. They did a good job. I can tell they got their own style. I can tell they serious. And I can tell that they know what they do in the kitchen. I'll give it 7.5. But it's salty. You was too heavy-handed on that salt. But if it wasn't too salty, I would smash this.
Oh yeah, that smells really good. Presentation, I do have to say that's about an 8. Perfectly moist. I would say for spaghetti, I don't want it too moist, but it is perfectly moist. Looks like there's some spinach here. That looks really good. The cheese is a very good amount of cheese. It's like some bell peppers. Let me take a flavor here. And the noodles are excellent. They're cooked perfectly. There's a good spice to it. It doesn't hit you right away. It's more after a little while you can taste the spice. The spinach is really good in this. And let's see, let me taste another one. I would give it an 8. I mean, I like spicy and flavorful, but the salt is a little overwhelming right now.
You know, I knew my plate was gonna slap, and it had a good time, and I enjoyed making it. So yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You won. That's it. But honestly, I'm cool. That spaghetti, like I said, was my base. My main ingredient, you didn't even try that. It didn't even hit this room. So,
oh man, that's bogus. It really is. Homemade spaghetti sauce, but all right.
my own little mix and blends and my own touches. I took some stuff out. I added a lot. So, yes, but my main ingredient, my bread and butter, honestly, y'all, I was rushing. trying to make sure I'm on time, look presentable, make sure my food is on point. Because listen, my food, my customers know, the people that eat my food know that I don't play when it comes to presentation, when it comes to taste. I left my bread and butter at the house. And it's a meat sauce that I make. And it have entire sausage in it and a couple other little, stuff here and there that'll blow your socks off. I left that at home. So today,